I'm still right in the middle of it, just outside, in front of the Supreme Court. And what I have noticed, while we've seen a mix of opinions, it is a plurality of young people. And I want to bring in Nina. She traveled in from Pennsylvania, and she was one of the people that was celebrating the decision being overturned. And so, Nina, I want to ask you, what drove you to come out here today? What are you looking for? And tell me a little bit about how you're feeling now that we saw the decision come down.
Well, as you can see, I'm very excited. I drove down here for Students for Life. We have a bunch of collectives and leadership programs focused on making sure women have the necessary resources that they need throughout their pregnancy. And I'm excited, but we all, as if you can see the celebration, but we all know this is not where the work ends. This is where it begins, because from anyone you can ask, this is what we'll be working for the rest of our lives, to make abortion illegal, unthinkable, and unnecessary.
And our NBC polling has shown that 60% of women think, or 60% of Americans think that abortion should be legal in some capacity. 30% are on the other side of it. What do you make that your group is kind of in the minority on this, and what do you want to say to other people who don't share the same opinions as you?
I mean, there's a lot to, obviously, there's a lot of nuances, a lot of different opinions, but at the end of the day, human rights begin at conception, they end at natural death, and that's what we're fighting for. So no matter what you believe, we're here to protect the woman and the child.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. And so, Lester, like we just talked about, there is a big variety of opinions on the ground right now, but we do hear a lot of celebration and music playing here today, and people that weren't necessarily expecting this to come down today. Most people that I've talked to were thinking that it was going to be early next week that this decision would come. And so it is interesting to see as the crowd continues to grow now that the decision has come through. And we'll continue to talk to people on the ground, especially as we know that the president had previously said prior to the decision coming down that he was hoping that Congress would take action to restore Roe. We have heard rumblings about House Democrats coming down, and we'll keep an eye out for lawmakers that are here as well.